Hello everybody, and welcome to another Fundamental Games game playthrough. Today, we are going to get into a little bit of a fight, but not just any fight, a gun fight. What are we going to do here? Well, we're going to be playing a game of Gunfighter. There's a score to settle. Two gunfighters face each other, ever watchful of the other's slightest movements. As the setting sun cast its glow upon these tragic contenders, a blossoming flash of gunfire signals the beginning of the end. So in this game, you're caught in an armed confrontation. A lifetime of gunfighting has equipped us with a unique set of skills represented by cards. These cards can be used to ensure that your gun cylinders remain loaded while your aim stays true. Throughout the game, we're going to try to defeat our opponent by reducing their health points to 0. Starting with 2 HP. When a player is shot, they're going to lose a health point. When they have 0, they are dead. In order to consistently land shots on the enemy, players must focus on maintaining high accuracy or chance to hit, and also ensure their weapon is loaded at all times. The game consists of 50 cards, 2 stare down cards, 2 stat cards, and some slider clips, which in this version we're using cubes. The cards are laid out in a specific manner. You might be familiar with traditional card games, with a card name on top, a card action in the bottom center, a die roll value which allows for the randomization of certain card requests, and a card category which some cards may refer to. Setup is already in place. Each player is going to have their stat cards, their stare down cards, 8 cards from the deck, and just some generic settings that you'll see as we play. And in gameplay, we're each going to take a turn. Basically what will happen is each player chooses a card from their hand, puts it face down on the table, and at the same time you flip it up and resolve the actions. And based on those actions, you may end up shooting your opponent, or getting shot, or dodging, or reloading. There's all a number of things that can happen. And if we kind of read through here, once you've used your card, it would be at the end of the turn, any cards that are played are returned to a player's hand. So you actually get to reuse everything in your hand unless you find a way to dispose of it or recycle it, as certain cards will do. So there you have it. That's a quick overview of Gunfighter. So let's get into a couple rounds of play. I'm going to play against an artificial opponent. This is not a solo version of a game, by the way. This is just me doing my own solo play. So I'm going to group these together. This opponent has 9 cards. And I'm going to shuffle them up, and I'm always going to play where the opponent has a random card, so I have no idea what they're going to be doing. But I have a selection. I'm going to draw this to my hand. 1 second. And so I will pick a card from my hand. So what am I going to pick? Well, stare down is something everybody starts with. It lets you gain 2 accuracy, which on your accuracy card is important, because as it mentioned in the rules, it's hard to hit somebody if you don't have an accurate shot. I have precision. If your target has 4 or more accuracy, I gain 4 accuracy, so kind of a little catch-up mechanic there. Full focus, another aim, gain 2 accuracy. Discard this card and look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Place 1 in your hand. That's pretty good. We have Tourniquet, discard 2 cards, recover a lost health point. Not going to help me much right now. A dodge, spending an accuracy. Enemy shots miss you this turn. Probably not going to need it right now. A shoot, I can spend bullets and shoot at my opponent. A wily dodge, a bullwhip, and a misdirection. So lots of different options there to choose from. I'm going to go with full focus. I think that's a good option for me. So I put mine face down on the table, and then 3, 2, 1, whatever, however you want to do it, we would draw them. So then the decision would be who gets to go first. Well, according to the rules, you kind of go at the same time unless something contradicts that. So if we look at gameplay, at the beginning of each turn, we play our card. Both players turn their card face up simultaneously. Each player must perform their card instructions in the specific order the card instructions are written. And if whenever a player uses a card that instructs them to shoot at their enemy, they get to roll a 6-sided die. Anybody attacking is always after anybody that is dodging. I know that's one of the rules, and if both players are attacking, I believe it's whoever has the most bullets gets to go first. Then there's some other rules in there. So in this case we have a dodge and we have an aim. So pretty silly for someone to play a dodge card on their first turn. You know what? We're going to have them not play it. Maybe they're going to play their next card. Another dodge card. Probably not the smartest to play on the first turn. So there we go. We'll put that back in. Maybe they'll play that next turn. So we have here aim. This card cannot be used. It was used last turn. Gain and accuracy. Enemy shots miss you on the next turn. So gain and accuracy. Accuracy is right here. So they're going to go up to 3. Uh-oh. I think I've got everything on here locked. Let me just fix that. Uh-oh. Sorry about that. I've locked all of these in error. There we go. We just locked that one card, and then these can still move. Okay, so gain and accuracy, done. And next turn, enemy shots miss this player. So that will go back in their hand. And we're back to me. Me being the hero, I'm going to gain 2 accuracy. Waha. Now, do I know that my opponent's gonna have enemy shots missed in the next turn? I would, because we have to reveal those cards. Discard this card. Look at the top 3 cards of the deck. And place 1 in my hand and the rest in the discard pile. So I could have a disengage, which is a dodge, a sidestep dodge, and a lights out, which is a shoot. I'm going to go aggressive because I just want to finish this opponent off, so that's going to go to my hand. Alright, that'd be the end of this round. I'm going to shuffle up the opponent's cards, and they know that they're not going to get hit this round even if I do shoot, and I know even if I tried to shoot I would miss. So it makes the most sense for me to play something to keep developing. So I'm going to play my stare down. Alright, so I play my card, they play their card, we'll reveal at the same time. I gain 2 accuracy or reload 1 bullet. So I'm going to gain 2 accuracy. I'm going to go up to my maximum accuracy. I'm at 6. That goes back to my hand. Oh, and then you may discard 1 card and draw 1 card. So I could discard this dodge, for example, to draw a card. So we'll do that. Found myself a gun belt. Awesome. And then this player takes their turn. Keen Instincts. This card can't be used. It was used last turn. Gain. So they cannot use that card this turn. So instead, they're going to do this. They're going to gain 2 accuracy. 1, 2. And not reload a bullet. And then they can draw cards and discard a card. They're not going to. They're just going to keep the cards in their hand. Alright, let's go back in my hand. We'll start the next round. Now I know that he doesn't have a miss card. I could go for a shot. So what? We've got a shoot. This one here is going to make me spend 2 bullets. So that's what I'm going to do. We're going to shuffle this deck up. And this player has a dodge. So the dodge always goes first. They're going to spend 1 accuracy, which is right there. If you can't spend, your card just gets wasted. Enemy shots miss you on this turn. If a shoot action is directed at you at this turn, reload 2 bullets. Pretty semantic, duck and cover. So if a shoot action is directed at you, which there is, they gain 2 bullets. 1, 2. And enemy shots miss you on this turn. So even if I were to hit him, I would miss him. Spend 2 bullets. I don't have a choice. I chose to play this card. So I am spending 2 bullets. I don't have any bullets left. And I shoot at your target once and then lose 2 accuracy. So I shoot at my target once. In order to shoot, I have to roll a d6. If you don't have a d6, you take the top card of the deck. look at the D6 value, which you can see on the middle line there, the 5 bullet holes. So this is a 5, and lose 2 accuracy. Now when you're shooting somebody, shows right here, if the die value roll is less than or equal to that player's current accuracy, the shot will successfully strike their enemy. So if this 5 is less than or equal to my accuracy is currently 6, so yes, that would be a hit, and then I lose 2 accuracy. Problem is, shots don't hit my opponent this turn, so even though I got to, I miss. Shoot at your target a second time. Set your accuracy to 0 at the end of the turn. So I would draw another card, 1, so that would have been a hit, and then I go to 0 accuracy. So I did all that, unfortunately for nothing, because my opponent ducked and covered and got some ammo. That was painful. So I'm going to draw that back into my hand. They're going to draw that back into their deck. And we're just going to take the next round. So I've got no bullets and no accuracy. So I'm going to have to aim with precision. At least I can get to 4 accuracy. Opponent's going to shuffle up, and in this case I'm going to say that they're going to shoot me. So they're going to draw cards just until they choose one that shoots, because that's what I would do if I was that player. Do they have a shoot card? Maybe we're just going to leave all these face up. If they don't have a shoot card, that's where the stare down comes in handy. So we'll play the stare down, gain 2 accuracy, discard a card, discard that, and draw a card. So that's the stare down, and then this player gains 4 precision. Up there. That goes back to your hand. Alright. So I think I'm not going to play with the cards revealed anymore, because it makes more sense for this player to really do something right. They've got so much accuracy now. Your target loses 2 bullets. That doesn't make sense to play now. Gain 2 accuracy. Already at full accuracy. Intimidate. While this card is in your hand, it must be held so the card's face is shown to your target. While this card remains in your hand, your target loses 1 additional accuracy each time they choose a shoot. So a petrifying grin permanently affects your opponent. Pretty brutal. But what's this player going to do? They don't really need to dodge. They're not scared. They don't need accuracy. So they're just going to play a stare down. And then me, I'm going to play this card here, Misdirection. So this player here, gain 2 accuracy or reload a bullet. They're going to reload a bullet, then get rid of a card. Let's say they get rid of that card, and they get to draw another card. Now I should say that at the beginning of the game, there was a caveat during game setup where if you didn't have at least 1 shoot and at least 1 dodge, they could redo their hand. So don't think that you're going to get drawn into a hand without a shoot card. That was just my setup. Alright, Misdirection, reload a bullet. Yay, I have a bullet now. And then discard this card and look at the top 3 cards of the deck. Place 1 into your hand and the rest in the discard. So kind of like I had done before, get to draw 1, 2, 3 cards and see what happens. What do we want to draw? Could draw another shoot card, why not? Or gun belt. Let's go for a gun belt. We need some bullets. Discard those 2. Okay. On to the next round of play. This player found a shoot card. If you have fewer health points than your target, reload 2 bullets. Spend a bullet, shoot at your target, then lose 3 accuracy. They're going to shoot. Me as a player, I was aiming to get some bullets, so I wanted to speed load. Not even going to dodge. So we go into our actions. I reload 2 bullets. I discard this card, and I draw another one. My opponent, however, takes a shot. If you have fewer health points than your opponent, no, they don't. We both have 2 health. Instead, spend 1 bullet. So they go down 1 bullet and they shoot at their target. So they draw a card. They've got a 5, their accuracy 6, so that's a hit. So I take my first damage and then lose 3 accuracy. So every time you shoot, your accuracy goes back down, so you constantly have to be reloading your hand with that, but that's okay. Go into our next round. This player here is going to sabotage me. I need more ammo. Bullwhip. If this card is played 2 turns in a row, discard this card and draw another. Your target loses 4 bullets. Oh, so you got to whip twice. That's tough. Cigarillo. Let's do that. Gain a bullet and an accuracy. Gain 1 bullet, gain 1 accuracy. If this card is played 2 turns in a row, discard it and draw another. So I gained a bullet, gained an accuracy. And my opponent says your target player loses 2 bullets. Discard this card and draw another. Wow. Okay. Into the next round. So my accuracy's up. I've got 2 bullets. I could take a hit or I could try a dodge action. So I feel like I'm under the gun, literally. I'm going to take a dodge action. My opponent is going to take a fire action just because they can. So they're going to do unrelenting. Just going to keep showing you examples of this game. So unrelenting versus a dodge. The dodge always goes first. So I have to spend 1 accuracy. And it says here, enemy shots miss you on this turn. I can discard a dodge card to draw a card and reload 2 bullets. So in my hand, do I have another dodge card? No. If I did, that would be real beneficial, but I do not. So that's just going to go back to my hand. My opponent is going to spend 2 bullets, whether they like it or not. And they shoot at their target once. And they would have missed me because 6 accuracy they don't have. Then they lose 3 accuracy. Then it says if this shot misses, gain 3 accuracy at the beginning of the next turn. So they're going to get that back in their hand. Beginning of the next turn, they go up by 3 accuracy. Okay, next round. Now I want to start firing back again. I've only got 4 accuracy though, so... Actually, I could play this card for the 2nd time in a row. Yeah, we're going to do that. This player will try aim. So we play this, lock and load, gain 2 accuracy. 1, 2. And if a shoot action was directed at you last turn, it wasn't reload a bullet. No problem there. This player spend 1 accuracy. Okay. Enemy shots miss you on this turn. I was thinking I might get hit. I wasn't. Then I discard a dodge card to draw a card. Nope. So that's the end of that round. Alright. This player's got some accuracy now, so now they're going to shoot back with unrelenting. And then this player... going to go with a gun belt. So this player gains 3 accuracy. Discard this card, draw another. Boom. And accuracy is way up to 6 now. But my opposition is unrelenting. They spend 2 bullets, their last 2 bullets, and they get to shoot at me once. They rolled a 2, which is less than their 5 accuracy, so that's a hit. So I take a bullet, and I'm now dead. So I should have been watching what was happening, right? I was watching what was happening, but I wanted to make sure you see how somebody can die in a game of Gunfighter. So I went from healthy, hit to injured, hit again to dead, because I did not dodge or try to disable my opponent. And there you have it, a game of Gunfighter. This game is live on Kickstarter right now, and they've already funded, so if you back this game, you're guaranteed to get a copy of the game. It's quick, it's interesting. There's all kinds of action selection, from the cards in your hand to deciding if you want cards from your deck. You're constantly in control, in some cases of your accuracy, your bullets. I didn't see a card that heals, but perhaps there is a card in here that will heal you a health point. And you're just always wondering, what is my opponent going to play? I mean, when I'm playing solo, obviously I know what my opponent's going to play, but when you're playing a real opponent, they've got 9 different cards to choose from. The only card you know for certain is stare down, and then the cards that they have played. But chances are by the time they've gone through their entire hand of cards, one of you is dead, or else they've gotten new cards. So go check it out. Check out their Kickstarter page. I think the creator has something really cool here, a simple, effective dueling card game called Gunfighter. Thanks again for watching another Fundamental Games game video, and have a wonderful day.